Alright, here we go, the third video from the third annual Cousins Karting event held at Pittsburgh International Race Complex in Wampum, Pennsylvania. This is footage right here from the second race. Got Ian's camera on the left, my camera on the right. We all pull out of the pits. Henry is also there as well. So if you look at my camera, Ian just went past me, and then Henry just went past me. So I'm laying back a little bit, hoping I can get some video footage of these two guys racing it out in front of me. We just went through the main first turn back there. I guess it would be turn number 2 in relation to the start-finish line. We'll hit some slow pokes right here, so we are weaving our way through, and we have broken free now. So again, I've got Henry right in front of me on camera on the right, and Ian right in front of Henry. Coming to the second downhill right-hander, there's two of these turns that look very similar right here. You can't see them that well as you approach them. But Ian was feeling the heat, and around he went right there. He recovers pretty fast and jumps in behind Henry, and I just motor off. I probably should have slowed down, dropped back in behind him, and let them get warmed up, and then tried to film the whole thing from behind him for a little while. But I was trying to get a fast laps time, and I continued on. So now we have Ian and Beth. This is our third race. In this race, we have myself, Ian, Beth, and my son Henry. And I have a camera on, Beth has a camera on, and Ian has a camera mounted on our noggins. So we just pulled out. As you can see, Beth, her camera is on the right, and Ian's camera on the left. He is closing in on Beth. I was able to get all three cameras synced up time-wise, so aside from one small little section towards the beginning of this portion of the video, the entire race is pretty much there. Okay, we've switched over. As you see, Beth's camera continued to run, but now we've switched over, and I am still behind Beth, and I'm coming up. If you see me fooling around with my left foot, my brake pedal was sticking. So I was trying to pull it back to release the brake to see if it would start to work right, and it did not. So Henry just goes by Beth. You can see the two of them in front of me with my camera being on the left. I'm coming up super hot on Bethany, and I drove through the grass. I kept it under control and decided, hey, I'm going to pull in the pits and change my vehicle. So right here, this is the section of the video where I just kind of clipped a whole chunk out, maybe about a minute. But from here on out, it's the entire race, just from different vantage points. So I'm back out on the track. It's about a lap later. It took me about a minute to get out there, I guess, a little over a minute. And Bethany has made a lap, and she just goes right past me. Or actually, I go right past her. And I keep on trucking. About to switch over to Bethany and Ian. Ian's going to pop up on the left camera. Bethany's going to keep on driving on the right. But I kept this footage in here of me getting past this guy. That's the line you want to take, that inside line on that portion of the track. So Bethany's camera keeps rolling. We just switch over to where Ian is currently at the track. With me pulling in the pits and having those issues with my brakes and switching go-karts, Ian and I are nowhere really near each other. Right now, Ian and Beth are not really near each other, but I put this part in because there's a section where somebody spins out and then Ian spins out, and it just really had me confused when I was originally looking at the footage. Because Bethany sees that guy spun out right there, and then Ian spins out right here. She waves at that guy, kind of threw me. I don't know if she thought that was Ian, or if she was just being friendly, or if she was just rubbing it in that guy was taking a little break on the side of the road. But on the left camera, Ian does get going. We're going to keep the camera rolling with him as he tries to catch up with Henry. Henry just went past him. Henry's in the white helmet. And now we flipped back over to me again. I am starting to try to catch up on this guy. This is Mr. Yellow Shoes. I raced him, he raced before this, and I think his times were maybe close to mine, but not super close. I don't know. But he's got yellow shoes. So he gives me a little bump right there. When I went over those red things right there, they kind of high-sided my go-kart, and I spun out. I wasn't pleased about that, and it's now my sole mission in life to catch this guy and pass him. I'm not really going to try to crash him or anything like that, but I just want to drive on past him. And it's a decent challenge. He's a little ways ahead of me. Still somebody sitting back, but I don't know who that is, but it's nobody from our part. On the camera on the left, Ian is closing in on Henry, although around that corner right there, he had a little bit of a bobble, and he lost a little bit of the ground he made up, but have no fear, he's going to keep trying. With this being the third race footage right here, everybody... Well, this is Bethany's first race, but Ian's third and my third. And we'd had a little time to discuss some of the ways to go around the corners to improve your lap times, keep your speed up. So if you watched Ian's first video that I posted maybe a week or so ago, he's definitely going faster in this video than he was in the earlier ones. And he's definitely taking a different line. So he was adapting pretty quickly to what needed to be done to shave time off. Now we flip back over to Bethany because we're starting to catch up with that guy, but as you can see on the camera on the left, you see Henry up ahead of Ian, and Henry is actually gaining up on Bethany right now as she goes past these guys. So there goes Henry right past Bethany right there. Ian is closing up on that group. Lots of traffic, makes it fun. And as you see Bethany's camera, Ian goes by on the right and takes off to still try to catch up with Henry, whoever that other guy is. The other guy maybe was roadblocking Henry a little bit, but the gap has really been reduced now. And I am actually on the camera on the right, starting to close in a bit more on the evil Mr. Yellow Shoes. So Henry on the camera on the left gets past the guy in the silver helmet. Ian also gets by. Ian's got a really good run going. He had a pretty fast go-kart. It accelerated well in the straights. Ian almost took a little trip to the grass. He was that dedicated to making the pass. On the camera on the right, I have caught up with the Yellow Shoes guy. He bobbles right there. I give him a little love tap. He's a lighter person than I am, and his kart seemed pretty fast, so although I pulled it next to him, he still had enough speed in his kart to get back in front of me. At this stage, I'm pretty sure I can get around him right here. And I do. We got this dude up here in front of me now. He's driving around, pulling up on his throttle cable. Don't really understand what that was all about, but, whatever you want to do, I guess. Ian is right on Henry. Henry is feeling the heat. He looks back. Doesn't know who's there. Henry told me he thought it was just one of these fast kids who were out there in their little racing suits. So he pulled aside to let him go by. Because sometimes it's good to get behind a fast person so you can tell what they're doing. And then once Ian went by, Henry realized, oh, that's Ian. So he got back on the gas. And on the camera on the right, well, that's me and Beth. That's my last pass of Beth. Right there, and you can see I've still got Yellow Shoes and some other guy driving around behind me. And Bethany's just she's keeping it straight, keeping it smooth, and passing folks here and there. So pretty much we're in the home stretch. Ian is in front of Henry. I didn't know that this furious battle was happening, so I didn't really get to interview Ian about it. It looks like Ian's feeling a little of the heat. Although I keep looking for the shadows and I never see the shadow of Henry's go-kart. So it's not that close. There's one of those kids on Bethany's camera that's wearing their full-fledged race suit. I will have a video of me racing with a whole bunch of those kids coming up, maybe in a day or two. It won't have any family members in it. It'll just be me and a bunch of these knucklehead kids. So I think Bethany's around in the last corner. She's about ready to pull into the pits. Ian's got about half a lap to go. Just got to hold off Henry. And possibly even get one more pass and get past this guy in front of him. Let's see how this plays out. Ian's going wide like he should. Homeboy in front of him didn't really take it so great. Oh no, Ian kicked the back end out a little bit. He lost a little momentum. I have a bad feeling. Henry is coming up on the right, on the inside. I don't know. They're coming. Oh, there's Henry. But it kind of sounded like Ian let off the gas because he knows that the exit is right there. In a previous video, he totally missed it. So there you have it, folks. Make sure to come out next year. We'll see you then. Bye.